forming a tube over there, the spinal cord and the brain. So now I'm doing like this, spinal cord and the brain, I understand it. The last one, endoderm, it is forming the intestine. But still you are not very clear that how the baby looks like, or how the embryo over the time between 3 to 8 weeks, how they look like. They will be actually, then folding will take place. That lateral mesoderm will come anteriorly, because this one will fold. So now I'm drawing it. Where is the red color? Yeah. So look at my drawing now, please. So over the time, this planktonic mesoderm will join with this planktonic mesoderm, and then this somatic mesoderm, I'm drawing. Somatic means it will form the muscle. It will form over here and join over there. And that is exactly what we look like. You don't believe it? Okay. Think about it. I'm standing in front of you, and you just started the dissection, so which is a good part there. So you just cut me in the middle. Okay? Cut me in the middle and take this out. It will look like this. But you fold it like this. That's what I'm standing in front of you. So it has the same. It has the ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. So do by yourself. All of us, not only me, all of us will look like this. There is a little space over there. That's the space. You agree with me or not?
Yes.
That you have a space. That is abdominal space, thoracic space. So if you cut me, it will like this. So if you cut me over here, what the first thing will come? Intestine.
Yes.
The second part will be coming the kidney, which is the part of the mesoderm, and the third part will be the spinal cord. So how difficult it is? Is it difficult?
No.
Okay, very good. Now only difficulty you have that there are two parts over there. Now try to explain to you what is this. If you cut me, the first thing is you are cutting actually is the muscle.
Yes.
You don't believe that I have a muscle? I have a muscle over here. This muscle I'm talking. So you can understand when I say the somatic, it comes first. Then if you cut it, there is a membrane there. That's planktonic mesoderm. This is the membrane is called peritoneum. Have you heard the name peritoneum? Yes. Why it is called planktonic? Because it is covering the viscera. Which viscera? Stomach, kidney, the stomach, then the spleen, then the liver, the intestine. These are covered by a membrane, which is called planktonic mesoderm. That's often it is called visceral mesoderm. So this visceral mesoderm is this one. This is the planktonic mesoderm. So when it is covering it, first will be the muscle, which is called the somatic mesoderm, and the second is this planktonic mesoderm. I will go in detailing of that in the GI system or a cardiovascular system. Similarly, lung is covered by a membrane. You understand now? We will call pleura. And that is also coming from the somatic or this planktonic mesoderm. So, one more time. I know it is an international problem because you don't believe that we look like this. This is I'm standing. This is Dr. Ganguly. You look Dr. Ganguly. Over here. Okay? Now, if you still don't believe it, let me draw it in a very simplistic way because you are still not very clear. Here is mesoderm on either side, and here is the the vertebrae or whatever sparaxial mesoderm is forming the or axis at that time. All these things over there. So this part, paraxial mesoderm. You agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Paraxial mesoderm. Then you have the intermediate mesoderm over here. Intermediate mesoderm. And that is the lateral mesoderm, which has the two parts. Remember, it has two parts. So I have to draw in a different way. I said that two parts. One is going like this. two parts over there. You are not very clear yet. So I need a, trust me, this is me, you know, my posterior abdominal wall looks like this. Or if you don't believe me, this is. I have a little leg over here. Is it okay now?
Yes.
I'm like this. But when you dissect me, it will look like this. But if you fold it, if you bring it together, then you have this space will be coming. Is that okay to you? Yes. The space is coming when it is folding like this. So that picture, what I showed, draw it in front of you, is exactly the same thing. Is that okay? This is the mesoderm with the three parts. One is called paraxial mesoderm, forming what? Vertebrae and some muscles. The second one is the intermediate mesoderm, doing what? It is the genitourinary system, means kidney and the testes and the ovary. You won't believe it. How come the testes is over here? How come testes is over there? Testes descend. Over the time, just before the birth, that testes will come to the scrotum. Trust me. And we are teaching that to the year 2 students. So when you will be in the year 2, we'll explain everything, that how the descent of the testis or descent of the ovary. Ovary also coming down. Okay? So originally, it is forming from the intermediate mesoderm. And this is an important question because I see many times, even we had this USMLE exam, they ask this question. What are the things coming out from the intermediate mesoderm in the embryo? Your answer is genitourinary system, kidney and the genital system, meaning ovary or the testes. And the lateral part is forming the two parts, somatic mesoderm, which is folding to form the muscle, and the splanchnic means it is covering the viscera, which is the peritoneum actually, for the abdomen. For over here is the pleura. But it is a space over there. That's what I say, that when I'm drawing it or anything is there, this is me standing. Because I have, inside I have nothing. Empty. And you look exactly the same way too. You are like this, trust me, like a little leg over there, hand over there, and head over there. That's it. Otherwise you are like this. But this one tells you all three layers. Is that clear to you? Yes. Absolutely clear. This needs a little thought process. It's not a rocket science, I tell you. But think about it, what I said. That is not easy for you to think again and again. But you may fed up with how we look like. Again and again you are thinking about it. But over the time, I tell you, over the time, like I'm talking about this from block to block, you realize what I said right today. So it's very important to appreciate the fact that how these derivatives are coming from each germ layer. So let's recapitulate. I started, I'm coming. Then I show you the PowerPoint. It will be very clear to you. Very clear to you. So at the outset I said that last time you had the two layer become three layer, which is called ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Now the ectoderm suddenly it just bends a little bit. It forms a tube which is called neurulation or neural tube because of the sonic hedgehog gene which is pulling it down. And something on the top, there is other two genes work over there. It's called the PAX3, PAX7 gene. You have to remember that. It is written in your PowerPoint, but I'm writing it 3AX, PAX3 or 7. They work on the top part of the tube. Bottom part of the tube is formed because of the sonic hedgehog gene, but the upper part is the two genes. You don't have to know detailing of that. This is genes you have to remember. At least the sonic hedgehog gene, because somebody got Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize, and you people say, oh, I don't care about Nobel Prize. All your textbook, either physiology, embryology, or any logy that you are reading, because of the work, because of the research work, because somebody got a Nobel Prize or some important thing or discovery. You just cannot forget it. Okay, just putting it together. So the tube is formed. Then you should know the other things coming from the ectoderm, the skin, neural crest cells. You should know what is the neural crest, and I say that these are the cells migrate to form a system functional. And gave you example of the intestine, gave you example in terms of the ganglia, and gave you the nervous system, swan cell I told you. Okay? And there is a PowerPoint where you can see the different types of cells coming out from the neural crest cells. Then I talked about the next layer, which is the mesoderm, and I said mesoderm is present in between the ectoderm and endoderm. So you don't have to shake your hand or head or whatever it may be that where is the mesoderm, and I give you an explanation. If you think, if you are looking at the baby, the embryo, and the embryo is like this always, you know, a beautiful embryo, it's a lateral view. So this picture I'm doing like this. Now can you make it? Yes or no? Yes. You understand this one? Now you understand.
Baby Dr. Paul.
Okay. So if I touch anything over there, what will be there? Ectoderm. If I touch on bottom, endoderm. And in between, mesoderm. That's what I said. And how the mesoderm? It looks like this way. It has three parts. Paraxial mesoderm, intermediate mesoderm, lateral mesoderm. And the lateral mesoderm has two parts. So when it is folding, it's taking the mesoderm, that means the somatic mesoderm together. Now, I will entertain the question, just hang on a little bit, because my PowerPoint, you will enjoy the PowerPoint very much right now, because you have a little bit of understanding of these three layers and how they are formed, okay? So I quickly go through that. Give me a second. Okay. I go step by step. We are almost there, but it was very difficult. You know, it's not easy to teach this thing, because I know I will not teach anything which has no concept. Like you don't have the concept. Don't memorize it, otherwise it will be boring. I want to make sure the embryology is interesting to you. It stays in your brain forever. Because if you open the book, you know, trust me, it is difficult for you to understand, because it is, you cannot see those structures. It is not that we can say go to the histology lab or the gross anatomy lab and you can